Ah, that's the common storm. Uh, right, so I can go alone, but I won't survive without the best hull and sails, which I have, the Blackwood hull and the Dragoman sails. Yep. Skipping ahead. Food for thought. I had to go see Annoy and then Biha. But before that, we'll create a new save file. And what shall we call it? The ending choice. And I'll save over that again once I've done the DLC. But for now, we're going to go see Biha and Inoi. And they got it. Right. I don't think it's possible to do all 4 endings like you could with the gods in the first game, because apparently there's some that there is overlap. Well, if you go with the Realitage, it involves you destroying the Valiant Trading Company in Havana, etc. So you can't do all. Oh, the burn book in my pack grows warm. Okay. We'll speak to Woodaka after we go to the gullet to see Anoi. We'll inform him that they've got food now. That I have threatened Arohi to give them food. I don't care if the Hana lost of reputation at that point, or Nikitaka lost of reputation, because fuck them. You should be feeding them. The Queen will double her efforts to feed your growing population. Don't mind glisten.
Not in this lifetime could I have hoped for more. To have garnered our Queen's generosity. I ache to believe it. Never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Raparu will know of your kindness. Should you need refuge within Nekadaka, know that the Raparu will stand by your side.
Take care, old man.
May Amira's winds ever fill your sails, boy.
I need to go change my layout as well for people. Paladin's level 20 now, so I can get rid of her. And I don't think there's anybody else who needs XP to level up. So I could just go create an adventurer for the funsies at this point. And just for the funsies, I'll create an adventurer. Because I had an idea of an adventurer who... an adventure for a... not adventurer, a multi-class idea. What you can't get in the main game unless it's the Watcher you make that way. Because there's nobody in there's only one paladin class in the game, Paladino.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
The women with rashes, their old tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters, her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips snap and snarl. The clothes are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting reach below. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on with red, tearful eyes.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
Take a deep breath and let's talk about this, whatever it is, calmly. She looks at you for the first time, a fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I found the Bataro notes that he's dead, I'm sorry.
Of course. I only hoped. It is no matter. Thank you for telling me.
How do you know the man who's lord in Toll City? One of the children starts to say something, but Bahia shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you?
She turns away from you, striking the throng harder and harder.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships. But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
That's the way of the world, really. You get that everywhere.
And Bataro said we would finally leave.
I can't take the suspense what happens next. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm so sorry.
It is only another word. Outsiders cover our islands with walls and gates. Many Huana come to Nekataka, but even here, the outsiders crowd us. In the villages, the chieftains know even the Roparu. Here, even neighbors are strangers. That is Deadfire now. I only want to be free of this place. That is how the trouble started. I heard a Rawatine captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern. Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
Can't you take a different ship?
Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valians take slaves. They say the Principe smuggled goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rawatayans have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there.
Let me help. I'm sworn to travelers in need.
Everyone knows the Rawatayans are made of brass. They listen only to their commanders. But still, maybe it goes different for you.
They had a Rawatine check there, Rawatine reputation check there, so... She looks around, taking the hanging clothes, the handled children, the warped and splintered walls of the shack around them.
Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. When he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
I found the money Bataro had to take it.
That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduzo will accept it in exchange for passage.
How many need passage to Rawatine?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
Are they all yours?
Such a strange question. A Roparu child is the child of all Roparu. At least that is the way in the village where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children. We are 6. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I want to know what the last option was about. Okay, tell me about the Italian captain.
Suduzo. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. But she threw Bataro out. Always Bataro was careful with his words. Just like you. But a Roparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters.
Okay, so she can't be convinced to stay, it's not about the food. I thought she would want to leave because of the food situation, but no. Okay then, so we'll go deal with Biha, and once that's dealt with, we'll get her on her way like she wants, but I don't believe it'll do any good because Rawatine is covered in storms, kind of like Living Lands is covered in bad weather. Of course, Living Lands has giant mighty plants. Yes, it is all. The Rawatine sits this ramrod straight on the table near her, half-empty liquor bottles and a small porcelain cup. Both smell and eyes. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness, her bright, spotless attire, make her stand out like a reef of fish against the rocks. Her eyes find yours.
Harami!
I am here, Suduzo Nui.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
Ah, the Living Lands is referenced.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
Did you cross paths with a man named Bataro?
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him. These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
It's best when people say exactly what they mean.
If only everyone did so. But you asked about... what was his name? Bataro? This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman. I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
And then what? She fills her cup and sets a bottle down hard.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenette.
A swollenette?
A marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principe carry them.
Go on.
I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him.
Well, Biha and the children still need passage out of the city.
There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me?
You're a merchant, no? I'll pay you to take them.
I can take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. That is assuming you have the coin.
The children are small, surely can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, the food and water they require.
Let me think about
As
this.
you say.
Tell me about Orin.
He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... particular. Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear Animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things. What is your business with me?
Give me 2 seconds, I want to go talk to Orin. I will convince Orin not to get on the ship. And give them the room they need. Hi Orin, do you remember me? I moved your cups.
What do you require?
I hear you bought passage on the captain's of Duzo's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement.
What would it take for you to cede your spots on Suzuzo's ship?
Out of the question. We're due in Takoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance. And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
Dundary. These gold-packed knights have a love of obligation that matches my love of country.
I'll make you an offer for your berth in Suzuzo's ships then.
A gold-packed knight is bound by his contract, and ours binds us to make all possible haste to Takoa.
He squirms and sets his cup down in the exact middle of the water stain, lining the base up with the edges.
Booking passage on another ship on such short notice would be most expensive.
Have pity, I'm helping a woman and her children seek a better life.
Look around. The Deadfire is filled with misery, to say nothing of the Gullet. What better life do you imagine for them in Rauatai? They will only trade one misery for another. Besides, I have a contract to fulfill.
I can pay you enough to book passage on another ship. He looks off and fidgeting with his cup long enough to give you a doubtful frown.
All ships leaving for Rauatai are laden with luminous Adra and other rare goods. Mercenaries, even of our skill, do not rate so highly.
Diplomacy 5. Consider this me making a contract with you. He faces staring at the coins. After a moment, he divides them into 4 even stacks and nods.
So it does. Consider our business concluded.
There we go. Pay him 1,000 gold to just be able to fuck off.
What is your business with me?
Orin won't be travelling with you anymore. She eyes you suspiciously and the soldier horse shrugs.
That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Hey ho, we're sending them to the Rowatized homeland at Takoa, where they are going to have a shitty life, all that shit. Biha.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I spoke with Captain Seduzo about passage out in Nikataka.
What say, then?
She agreed to take you all. She is momentarily speechless, her eyes filled with tears. She drops the reeds as she brushes them away.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
I mean, you got the same hairstyle as me, so I've got to help you, honestly. Right, that's that done and dusted. Now it's all that's left is to start Seeker, Slayer, Survivor, and I don't know how the fuck to do that. Do I have to just sail up to Island and just sort of float my way in? Or is there a thing? I'll check that up in between episodes. I forgot to do that. So done. Royal Lantern Corn's done. Skipping ahead. Right, we'll go to the Valian Trading Company headquarters and see if we can pick up something about Flonelette. There's not the. You're wandering through the streets when a man approaches you, cutting through the crowd. You've never seen him, but a look in his eyes suggests that he recognises you. Watcher, let me through. A meadow folk man emerges from the crowd, red-faced and wild-haired. He pays no mind to the irritated pedestrians glowering at him. His bright eyes are fixed on you. You're the one that saw the miracle when Aphis rose at Cadnur, awe and conviction quivering his voice. And you must be Lefern. You left us long ago just before Aphis arrived. I knew our paths are meant to cross. Our people will talk highly of you. It's no wonder Aphis chose you to witness his return. That's why I'm hoping that you can help. The tiniest flicker of doubt dances across his face. He banishes it with a deep breath and launches into his tail. Because Children of Dawn Star's good. Okay. I've been having a strange dream. A wheel that spins and spins. An orchard of quaky trees, each grown from the fallen fruit of the last. Then the spokes of the wheel break apart. The trees stop growing. Fruit falls and rots until the ground is covered with festering, stinking pulp. Why are you telling me? Takes a deep breath. In these dreams I also see you at the centre of the wheel in the middle of the orchard. You were there when Aphis rose, and you seem to follow every place he's been. He works his mouth into a fretful pout as he gets to the crux of the concerns. Aphis has always meant rebirth and redemption. But so much death follows in his wake, both in Saints' War and now here again. Is this what I sound like? Adair gives you a guilty grimace. He turns towards Lefern. Friend, I'd love to buy you a drink if it'd help. He shakes his head and anxiety mounting behind his eyes. I need to know what this means, please. There are no easy answers. I don't think Aphis intends any harm. We know he doesn't intend to harm. He's caused a lot of suffering. Or be stoic about it. Death and rebirth are part of the same cycle. You can't have one without the other. He's caused a lot of suffering. But folks say he's going to destroy the cycle. My people followed Aphis to war once. I wonder sometimes if we failed him when we lost, or if we did that the moment we laid a hand to blade. Please, you've seen more than anybody. You've got to have some idea what all it means, how it makes sense. I can't tell you how to respond. You have to figure this out for yourself. Don't rely on custom to drive your faith, or you'll make the same mistakes as before. I don't know what it means, but I trust there's a higher purpose to God's actions, including Aethys's. Even all gods must answer for their crimes. Aethys is no exception. The gods aren't the only means to a greater understanding. Kill Kith and achieve much. Just look at Anamancy. Your faith and your way of life has kept your people together through the war and famine. Hold on to them. The Dawn Stars survived because of the community they formed. You don't need Aethys for that. Yeah, I like number 7 the best. The Dawn Stars have survived because of the community they formed. You don't need Aethys for that. A faint trace of smell formed in Adar's lips for pro-evasion. Never thought of that way. Lafar nods, letting this sink in. I won't keep you, but you've given me a lot to think about, thank you. He turns away and allows himself to melt into the crowd. Huh. You're welcome, Lafar. Can I get the Queen's berth now? Blah blah la la. Yeah, it's pissing annoying. Oh, God's abandoned me! Yeah, God never gave a fuck for you to go away. Well, Aethys does give a fuck for everybody. And he wants people to... You've seen a letter bearing a seal of the Valen Chin Company in a phone and its terrible handwriting. Read it. Watcher, I hope this message finds you in good health. We've made adjustments to the machines and ready to make another attempt at transportation. Please make way to the Spire as soon as you're able. Okay. Okay, we can go to the Spire now. Because I strongly suspect going to the Valen Training Company will start off their quest line, so... And once that's taken care of, I can probably go to see Seeker Slayer Survivor. I don't know how to though. I'll have to look up how to start the damn fucking quest. Oh. Right, so I still need to change the party lineup as well.
Excellent timing. We're getting consistent readings, and I believe we're ready to try again. That is, if you're up for it.
Maybe hear someone else try it first this time. Okay, I'm ready.
Great to work, everyone. Let's get this under. And you, just relax, but also be sure to concentrate very carefully.
Relax while concentrating. Okay.
Look for the next Adrap healer. Once you have the connection, just step through.
Once again, you feel the essence in the Arja like a physical thing beside you. This time, however, the quarter energy that tugs at you is insistent but manageable, and through it you can feel what Fallon was describing, a connection running through the tower and beyond, where it splits in all directions. Calling leeches from the world around you as you drift into them to the between. You feel the connection draw taut like a pulled rope and then pull. Oh god, come on, would you put
underground for a tower.
Sure.
Oh, this is an island, that place we couldn't get into last time. Yeah, the Zorops were, and we had the...
Let's go! Lava will be on kick!
Yeah, we can use that again. I think it was fun.
Lava will be on kick!
Seville, calm down, boy. Seville! Calm, boy.
I need to try something else.
I can't move my...
Sable, calm down.
Better try something else.
Go on, Pal Junior, pike him.
There's a walloping.
And Alof managed to get that one on his own.
Indeed.
And Alof tanked. Bone Settler's Torque. Grants Sawbones. Gets 10% healing done, 5% hits to crits with weapons. What is that? I mean, centre of course again. I didn't end up, at least I didn't end up underwater. This place looks like an ancient Huana shrine to Ondra, judging by the statuary. It doesn't seem like their Huana are still in residence.
Why not?
Alright, we'll go through that door in a minute. I want to explore the rest of this cave. Is that where that goes?
Leave it to me.
A well-built drainage canal, although it has been seen in better days. I just picked something up from that was quest related. A lever, right. Yeah, because we came down here and it was where all those people eating the Huana were. What were they, Zorups and an ogre or something like that? They were eating Huana. Yeah, and they were all in the cave there. At the very western edge of the isle. Near the southern tip of the western edge. And there was Lagafaith on the beach. The Free Skull thing was there, and then a shrine to and that's the one to start the talk to the steward. Oh, that'll be for the start of the fucking Seeker Slayer Survivor. Yeah, finally! Oh. I remember what it is now. It's that guy, Motaru, whatever his name is, the dead Huana, who wants to speak to you by putting his skull in your ship. Yeah, everybody wants to come see them for starting their quest lines. The Huana are still open to me, so I'll probably get theirs in a second. And the Valiant Training Company will probably send me somebody as well to say, hi, can you come see us to start the quest line for the final end of the game? Right, good. Finally, I'm getting all the things to end the game.
Call for reinforcements.
Don't let them escape!
What? Used to get him, used to get her. Alof, do what you want.
Lava beyond seek. Don't whack him any harder.
Holy shit, why is he on fire? Animancer's energy blade. Oh. There, do you want this new weapon? Right, 14 to 20. Oh, there. 15 to 21 versus. I want to compare it to that. Right. So that does way more damage. But it deals 10% damage with saber attacks. And deals raw damage and attacks more quickly than a standard blade. And it has So it doesn't do piercing because it deals 15 to 21 raw damage. Right, okay, and I can put this to exceptional, then superb, then legendary. Yeah, so we'll give there a legendary Animancer's Blade that does 20-28 raw damage. That cannot be blocked at all. Holy shit. I got money, I'll spend that money in a day. And we'll have to rest and get rid of the alcohol bonuses.
Shit! Behind us! Look sharp!
I am not worrying about Meeker in one way whatsoever. She can handle herself. That's it. You get on, Palagino.
Let's go! Cannot whack him any harder!
What the fuck? Oh, a druid, right.
Got to keep the lad on his feet.
Oh shit. Palagina, can you heal up Alof? Right, Alof. Stay alive, Alof. You should have a roguish escape somewhere. Yeah, just you get out of there. And then Palagino will handle this guy.
I cannot whack him any harder. Nice hit.
Well done, Alof. You managed to stay alive through all of that.
We'll take you, Watcher.
Better luck next time. Yeah, better luck next time, mate. Man is far too gone to act. If he has even heard you, he's slipped free of his life with little fanfare. A muffled clatter draws your attention to the nearby chest.
Madiko, I thought I was done for. These monstrous brutes. Look at what they have done. They've destroyed all we have worked toward for a little coin.
Someone's covering their tracks.
Yes. Someone. This is a bold move, even for the Royal Deadfire Company. They are losing patience. And look at our machines. We'll clean up here. See to the wounded. You'd best get over to the offices. Let them know what happened.
Let me just strip everyone naked first. Well, there's a pair of boots that were legendary. Crow damage rating grants no quarter. So it's a sort of teleport to knock people down shit. Okay, compared to what he's got just now. Let's give Adair these fancy boots. You got your Vifrax silk slippers. We'll give Palagino those ones. Look at her in her red armor.
This'll impress some ladies.
Right. So skipping ahead. Inform the Director Castle. Okay. Oh, there was somebody in their line. Oh, never mind. I missed them. I missed a bit of loot. No, 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 we can't stand for that. Right, we'll go to the Valiant Trading Company and end the episode after that. Fucking hell, this is going to be a fun one. And then we're going to start Secret Slayer Survivor. Woohoo! Or, no, I might... Yeah, I'll leave the... What do you call it? Forgotten Sanctum. I'll leave the Forgotten Sanctum until I've done everything to the point of no return. I'll save it at the point of no return, and then I'll go do the Forgotten Sanctum, finish it off in the easy mode, and then I'll turn it back to normal, and then I'll go back to finishing No Kaizo off. So first I'll do Secret Slayer Survivor, come back and do Forgotten Sanctum after I save, so and then I have the option to go do the Hwana or the Rauatai or the Valiant Trading Company to get their different endings. And yeah.
Sure.
Because I know they're all opposing each other, as in if I choose the Rauataians, I have to kill off people in the Valiant Trading Company and the Hwana, which causes Takehu and Palladino to leave you permanently. If I pick the Valiant Trading Company, I have to kill off people in Hwana and Rauataian, which causes Maya and Takehu to leave you permanently. If I choose the Hwana, you have to kill Valiant Trading Company and Rauataians, which causes Maya and Palladino to leave you permanently. Whatever you do, you pick one of the major factions and somebody leaves you permanently. Whereas the Principe, it's not the same, but you have to choose between Audis and Ferranti for that one. I did look up to find out. Well, I didn't look up to see what happens in the end, I just looked up to see if I could do all of them or not. No, whatever option you pick, you have to kill people in one of the other factions, and it causes friction with your crewmates, unless it's pirates, which you have to choose between Aldous and Ferranti. So out of them, the pirates are at least the easiest to do.
Watcher, at last, someone who can answer my questions. They're saying there was an attack at the Spire. I fear I'd sent you to your death. None of the Hwana guards will tell us a thing, and Flaune's message is illegible.
Flaune, okay.
What happened?
Well, the good news is I ended up somewhere in the physical world this time. The bad news is some mercenaries tried to kill us all.
Mercenaries? Madiko. I did not think these experiments would draw so much interest. I'm glad you're in one piece, Watcher. I'll have the details out to Flaune, I think. You've more than earned your reward. And my trust. Oh, and perhaps you'd consider stopping by Alvari's office. I believe she'll want some assurances as to the state of the Spire.
Okay, we'll go stop by Alvari's offices, and then we'll... Then we'll end the episode. And then I'll go make a new adventure or the Paladin Ranger just for the funsies. It's a concept I came up with. I like how I'm just allowed in now.
I can't decide if the gods must love or hate you, Watcher. Perhaps both. Volcanoes, giant waves. I've had my fill of this island. It involves no divinities, but I do have some news for you as well. I have decided to take action with regards to Castle's incompetence. I have called together a meeting of the Songreta Mea Compressa. Our esteemed investors have come to hear Director Castle's excuses for squandering their fortunes. You've witnessed Castle's mistakes personally, and you know what is at stake for us with Ukaizo. The council will want to hear from you, the Cantonucesi in particular. The company needs new leadership. Leadership that can make effective use of its most important allies. Let us start here. Striking a fine impression before the wealthiest men and women in Eora.
I'll tell them the truth.
The truth will damn him as surely as any fiction. The man lives in a dream world. You will attend the trial, I hope. Your testimony is a vital part of the proceedings.
Is this part of the quest line to join the... Hang on 2 seconds.
Of course.
Just give me 2 seconds to check that is not part of the quest line of joining the Valiant Trading Company for the end game. Alright, Valiant Trading Company, a vote of no confidence, and that leads to the next one, which is the sabotage, but this doesn't actually force you onto the pathway, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just use the save then. Well, where's that? Ending choice. We'll put it there. That way, if something goes wrong, we can come back to that point there. Right. Anyway, I'll end the episode there, and I'll see you next episode where we'll do this vote of no confidence, then go on to the fucking DLC.